What are we going to do?
Well, we're here. Good morning, Full Sail. Welcome to our show. I'm Ryan Keller.
And I'm Jake Martin. It's a glorious day here in Winter Park, Florida. Wouldn't you say so, Ryan?
You know what, Jake? It is. It is just B-E-A beautiful outside today. The birds are chirping, the sun is shining, and it looks like it's going to be a fabulous day here in Winter Park, Florida.
Yep, when I left my house this morning, I knew it was just going to be just great. It makes it a great place for Florida to be in Florida this time of year.
Yes, it does. I just love living here. It's an incredible place to live. Coming up soon, we have Giselle Miller with the news.
Good morning, Sunrise Orlando. My name is Giselle Miller. I am here with the news. For starters, Gregory Dunn, a 59-year-old man from Shasta County, California, was found almost stabbed to death in his driveway Monday morning. According to their local sheriff's department, Jason Dunn, Gregory's 27-year-old son, had violently stabbed his father in the chest after the family had a less than favorable altercation, and then Jason, authorities unsure as to why, cut his hands off with a radial arm saw. Both father and son are still alive despite their life-threatening injuries. In other news, the rate of consumer price index inflation in the United Kingdom increased to 2.7% in May, the Office for National Statistics said, up from 2.4% in April. The rise was mainly due to increased transport costs, particularly an increase in airfares, which rose by 22% between April and May, the highest increase between those 2 months since comparable records began in 2001. The Bank of England has said it expects inflation to exceed 3% this year and remain above its 2% target until early 2016. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg has met South Korean President Park Geun-hye in Seoul on Tuesday morning during his first visit to the country. Could this mean an expansion of his empire or a refocus of his networks? It has been the latest among a series of Park's meetings with chiefs of global information technology companies to seek advice for a creative economy vision. During the meeting, Zuckerberg stated that South Korea is an important market for his company and that he would study ways to cooperate with her on her vision. Zuckerberg is also expected to have a meeting with Samsung Electronics officials, including Vice Chairman Lee Jae-young, to discuss ways to enhance cooperation in their business. The Facebook CEO is scheduled to leave the country later on Tuesday evening. Let's go ahead and turn it over to Ryan. Ryan, back to you.
Thanks, Giselle. Ooh, Mark Zuckerberg just reminding me how much I love some Jewish boys in the morning. Well, if you've been looking for a place to go this summer, look no further. We have our very own Sandra Cataloni recently who had a chance to catch up with a few beachgoers. Now, I've seen these beachgoers and let's just take a look, shall we?
Hi, I'm Sandra Cataloni and today we're in Daytona Beach. Check out this view behind me. It is pretty amazing. Today we're going to be going up to people and asking them how are they spending their summers in Daytona Beach? What exciting things have they done? Come on, let's go check it out.
Our summer plans, the kids and I, are to try to hit the beach every day if we can.
I don't really have much time off, so my plans would be just to spend as much time off as I can with my girlfriend and my family.
I believe Daytona is a great small community for families.
I like to enjoy the woods, I like to camp, I like to fish, bring lots of sunscreen, and it's going to be getting very hot.
We left St. Louis, it was storming and tornadoes, and we come here to this, so yeah, put a damper on things.
It's typical Florida weather, according to what I know. I mean, you're going to get hit and miss. It's going to be gone in 15, 20 minutes as soon as it blows through. So, I mean, if you want to go sit in the car and wait it out and then come through, go to the north turn down there, have a beer or two, then come back and enjoy the beach.
I've lived here for 53 years. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else in the world other than right here.
As you can see, the weather is getting really, really bad behind me, so we're just going to go ahead and skedaddle. But please come down to Daytona Beach. You'll love it here. Bye. Yes, you will. Yeah, you will.
If you're in that neck of the woods, you might want to try stopping by Mad Dog's Surf Shop in Daytona Beach. Justice Richter met up with Nathan Crouch, the store's assistant manager, to get the inside story. Take it away, Justice.
Hi, this is Justice Richter here at Mad Dog Surf Shop, and we're going to take a look inside. Let's go.
What's my name? Nathan Crouch. I've actually lived here my whole life, born and raised here, and I've worked in this shop for the better part of my life. The name of the shop is Mad Dog Surf Shop. It's actually the owner's nickname when he was a kid around here. What we sell is clothing, accessories for surfing, surfboards, just any kind of surf accessory you can think of. People come down for vacation from all over the country, sometimes from other countries, from all different regions or from around town. A lot of surfers, a lot of people just coming in for vacation.
Mad Dog Surf Shop is full of cool stuff, and whether you're a skater, a surfer, or whatever else, you should definitely come and check it out. And this is Justice Richter here at Mad Dog Surf Shop in Daytona Beach. Come on down sometime. Back to you at the desk.
I wouldn't mind being served a little justice. Take me away, boys. Are you bored and looking for something excellent to do on a rainy day in Orlando? Then the Orlando Science Center might be what you're looking for. Our very own Sandra Cataloni once again met up with Mark from the Orlando Science Center to tell us more. Sandra, honey, are you there?
I'm Sandra Cataloni, and today we're at the Orlando Science Center. We're going to be meeting with Mark today, and he's going to tell us way more. Come on, let's go.
My name is Mark Schaub, and I'm the Public Relations and Marketing Coordinator here at Orlando Science Center. I've been here about a year and a half. Orlando Science Center was established in 1955. Back then we were known as the Central Florida Planetarium. We've grown a lot since then. We were actually housed in the building that is now the Orlando Shakespeare Theater, and in 1997 we opened the building that we are in right now. It is 4 floors of exhibits. We've got an observatory on the roof, and it's much bigger in size. It's 200,000 square feet.
Mark showed us around the museum today. He told us about current and upcoming attractions.
Well, we have 2 new traveling exhibits here at the Science Center. One is Adventures with Clifford the Big Red Dog, and it's all for like the preschool-aged young children, So we're teaching them life lessons like why it's important to share, why it's important to be nice to one another, those critical life lessons. And we do that through Clifford the Big Red Dog. We all grew up with Clifford. So in the exhibit, you can actually slide down his tail. You can read all the books that he's been in. You can go into the musical marina and play the xylophone, make music. So it's a lot of fun for the little kids. For everyone in the family, we have Blue Man Group Making Waves, and that's all about learning about the science of sound through the Blue Man Group. They're this trio that are very inquisitive, very curious, and so when you go into the exhibit, you experience that same feeling. You discover the science of sound. We also do off-sites. We go to schools. We host field trips here. We collaborate with Orange County School Board as well as all the surrounding counties. Not only will you have fun, but you're going to learn something too. Our website is www.osc.org. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Google+, you name it, we're there. You can also give us a call. Our number is 407-514-2000.
Hey, so today we've had a really great day at the Science Museum. You should come down and check it out. It's really cool. See ya.
Thanks, honey, and you keep rocking those moon boots. Katie Patton is here today, a very special guest who is a special effects worker living in Winter Park, Florida. She is here today to describe her process and role in the special effects industry, working at Gotham City Effects, a factory started and owned by Solomon Markovic. Katie, tell us about your fun career.
All right, well, when I was first hired into the company, I was hired to be the on-staff makeup artist for when they do events and conventions. And when we're not doing those things, I work in the warehouse and I actually help make the products that we sell. Some of the products that we sell are masks, costumes, and costume armor, which we distribute to people who are wanting to do a film or people who just want to dress up and go to a cosplay convention. So we have a wide range of people who come in and ask for our products.
You're telling me that I can come to you in Selman and get a shield made. You know, I kind of need a shield sometime. There's all these ratchet people here in the studio. I just want to get them away from me, you know? All right,
Sure.
so what do you specialize in? Gotham City. Now, if I'm not sure, that's some kind of comic book reference, isn't it? Something or other?
Yeah, we mostly work on Batman stuff.
Oh.
So we do a Batman suit, the mask, we do Bane mask.
Well, let's take a look at this. What do we have here? Now, this is a beautiful little creation. Now, is this an original piece by Selman? What is this?
Yes, this is one of our Joker masks. We actually have a couple different Joker masks based on the different Jokers, I should say. There are different ones throughout the comic series.
Now, this is great. Now, audience members, you can't feel this because if you could, you'd love it. But you would love it. And now, this has a very skin-like feel to it. And look, the mouth moves. I need to get me one of these. Now, what do we have over here? Now, this is the Bane mask. Now, what do you buy when you get this mask? Does the little guy inside come with it?
No, he does not. This is just our model, just to let you know what it looks like on a head. But you would just receive the mask, and the model head inside does not come with that.
Okay, so you can buy the mask, but you can't buy head. This is great. So tell me about the beginning of Gotham City Effects. Where did it start? Who started it? Where is it now?
All right, well, I first interviewed with Selman actually at his house because his business was first run out of his garage. Just a small special effects area in his garage that he devoted to it. And now it's been half a year now since we've been in an actual warehouse. January we started in the warehouse. So it's wonderful to see how much the company has grown from just being a garage, a hobby, and now it's an actual company and an actual place.
That's awesome, Katie. We're going to come back, and Katie Patton, our special effects specialist, is going to be here when we return.
We're not sure what the USA Today ad meter will think of this commercial tomorrow. But we're pretty sure Mercedes, BMW, and Lexus aren't going to like it very much. Introducing the 375 horsepower Hyundai Genesis.
Just relax. The operation will be over before you know it.
Anesthesia on.
Okay, scalpel.
Ow, I can feel that.
Can you feel this?
Ow, anesthesia on.
Not everything responds to your voice like Sync. Introducing Sync.
Play artist, the Flaming Lips.
Voice activate your MP3 player, Bluetooth phone,
Call lawyer.
Harrison Baxter.
and more. Sync, powered by Microsoft. Exclusively on new Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury vehicles.
No.
We're back. Now, I'm wearing a very special creation here. This is a Joker mask that Katie made here at the Gotham City Effects Special Effects Workshop. We have Katie Patton here as a special effects specialist talking about her job in the career industry of special effects workshopping. All right, Katie. Now, let me get this little thing out. It's a little sweaty inside.
A little bit.
All right, so Katie, tell us about your process on how you make something like this.
Okay. Well, first of all, we have a sculptor. We'll come in and they'll sculpt the actual mask out onto a model, and then we'll cast it, and from there we'll make a mold of it. And then the mold kind of looks like a barrel, sort of. And then we have all of our materials, all of our rubbers and plastics that we'll pour together, mix together. And then you pour them into the mold, you rotate them so there's an even coat, which is harder than it looks on some things. And then you let that set. You do it another time, you let that set. Depending on what mask, you have to do it 2 or 3 times. And then after that, after it's all set, you can pull it out of the mold, trim it up a little bit. For specific masks like this, we'll do an airbrush painting, and then it'll be all set to ship.
That is fantastic. So tell me more about working for Selman. I hear he is one of Orlando's most eccentric characters in the industry. What's it like working for Selman?
It's great having a boss that is so creative, and he's very willing to work with everybody because everybody is very creative in the shop. So he knows that everybody has other hobbies and other interests, and I'm a makeup artist outside of the warehouse. So it's good to have a boss that understands your other interests and a flexible schedule, and he's always willing to work with you with new ideas and things like that. So
that is awesome. I got the chance, audience members, last week to go out to dinner with our very own Katie Patton and her boss, founder of the business, Selman Markovic. And let me tell you, he is quite the little character. I mean, I could go for a little Selman right now. He is adorable, and he is just a creative genius, and he's always thinking and doodling and thinking of new sketches and creations that he's going to create. Now, is it true that he wears these little masks and goes to random parts of the world and goes skiing with his buddies as different costumed characters?
he does. He's been fortunate enough to be successful with this company so that he can travel a lot, and when he does travel, he likes to go skiing or snowboarding, and he'll take his masks with him and his costumes, dress up, and go skiing in them. So,
well, let me just say, I want a mask made out of you because I love the Rihanna thing you got going on today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this was Katie Patton, who is a very special effects makeup artist in Winter Park, Florida. Now we're going to go to our very own Jake Martin. Jake Martin traveled to the heart of downtown Orlando to visit the Amway Center. With this year's NBA draft approaching, he went to see what all the fuss was about. Ladies and gentlemen, Jake Martin, what was the fuss? Sports.
With anticipation for this year's NBA draft, I traveled to the Amway Center in downtown Orlando.
The Orlando Magic are lucky enough to get the second pick in this year's draft. What will they do with that pick? We'll find out come draft night.
Top draft prospects for this year's NBA draft include Ben McLemore, the standout shooting guard from Kansas, along with Nerlens Noel, the 7-foot freshman center from Kentucky. Otto Porter, a small forward from Georgetown, is creating some buzz, along with UNLV big man Anthony Bennett. And last but not least, the NCAA Player of the Year, Michigan guard Trey Burke.
Whoever this new draft pick may be, he will certainly increase the stability of this team's foundation.
Reporters from around the league were lucky enough to sit down with this year's top prospects Nerlens Noel and Ben McLemore to ask them what they could bring to an NBA franchise their rookie season.
I think my skills will be perfect for the NBA, with my upsize and my athleticism and, my shooting ability. And, my length and, my ability to, play defense. And, it also can get better and I can work on some things. But I definitely can, my, skills can definitely fit perfect in the NBA.
I can bring just a hard worker that's always going to bring it every day in the gym and just really do my best to be the best leader I can be and just really do whatever I can for my team so we can win games.
With draft day quickly approaching, anticipation is building in downtown Orlando.
Jake Martin, reporting from the Amway Center.
Excitement's building in Orlando for tomorrow night's draft. You can watch it live on ESPN. And now, covering this week's weather forecast is the lovely Giselle Miller.
Good afternoon, folks. So glad to have you all here today. We've got a typical weather forecast for you all this week here in Central Florida. We definitely have a very high tree pollen count for the next week, as well as scattered thunderstorms with cloudy skies. Temperatures are going to go ahead and reach to the high 88s with some lows in the mid 70s. We are expecting some precipitation, so please be prepared for it to be around 10 to 50% this week, in accordance with the June timetables, of course. Folks, make sure that you wear plenty of sunscreen and walk around with your umbrellas because it's going to be very, very rainy and very unpredictable. So make sure that you are under the understanding that this is typical Florida weather and it's going to happen. For those of you that aren't familiar with Florida weather, this is what happens. It rains, it pours, it shines, and it shines bright. So let's go ahead and throw it over to Jake Deuce, who's going to be singing his praises with his cooking segment. He's going to be making a sandwich for us folks with, wait for it, bread. Take it over.
All right, hello, this is Punk Rock Cooking with your host, me. I am Jake Ransom Ferris, and I am making the epic PB&J Sandwich Supreme. All right, start off, we're using bread. This is wheat bread, not white bread, not bleached bread, just standard wheat, but you can use whatever you want. Now I am using peanut butter. It is smooth. It's nice and smooth, nothing crazy about that. It's Jif, and moms like it. Moms like me. Now it's jelly. It's not preservative, it's nothing crazy about it. It's just your standard jelly. You can use what you want. You can substitute with butter, Crisco, lard, whatever your kicks are. Now I've got pickles. These aren't dill, these are bread and butter. You can use dill if you want. I don't care. It's your sandwich. You're eating it, not me. Now we're moving on to bananas. Elvis likes bananas. I like Elvis. I like bananas, so why not combine the two? Oh! And now we are going to garnish it off with chips. These are standard Pringles. No, these aren't Pringles. That's all wrong. These are Lay's chips, folks. Nothing crazy about it. Not Wise chips, not that Bugles, nothing about it nuts. So that is the basic sandwich. Easy, easy make. You can make it when you're drunk, high, give it to a loved one, nom, nom, nom for the mouthful. It's an all hip, hip, Dugan in one. So that is what I made. So the epic PB&J sandwich. Next week I will be making spicy rear-ended macaroni and cheese. Guaranteed to leave you questionable afterwards. So that is my portion. So back to you guys on the couch. I hope you enjoyed my segment. Deuces.
I think we can all agree that looks like one delicious sandwich. Now let's talk local film. Here in Orlando, we are lucky enough to have a theater that shows all genres and aspects in the cinema universe. We have Giselle Miller on scene at the Enzion Theater interviewing Joshua Martin, who runs the joint. Take it away, Giselle.
Hey guys, what's up? We're here live for the Enzion Theater to get a little bit of an inside scoop from some of these theater buffs. We have our operations manager, Mr. Joshua Martin, here to give us the inside scoop. Let's take a look.
My name is Joshua Martin, and I am one of the managers here at Enzion. Well, on a grander scale, we are the only art house theater in Orlando that exclusively shows first-run independent and foreign films, which is certainly one way to help out the community. There are very few theaters showing this stuff. When Enzion decided to open up a bar outside, it was actually, I started coming here in 2005. The bar opened in 2007, so I got to see a little bit of both worlds. And it became more of a social hotspot in a lot of ways. It really reinforced that part of our mission where we want people to hang out. We want people to stay after they've seen a film and discuss it, debate it. We're showing provocative films that not everyone's gonna like. We put on a series once a month. It's called Film Slam, which started at the DMAC downtown years ago. But now it is hosted by us. It's once a month. It's all Orlando filmmakers, and it's really just a forum for filmmakers to be able to show their work to other filmmakers and start a discussion as to how to critique their work, how to strive to be better filmmakers, really.
Well, wasn't that just exciting? I know I had a good time. I sure learned a lot about the Enzion, but I think it's time for you guys to come and experience this over here. So I'm Giselle Miller. Thank you guys so much. Back to you at the studio.
You know her, you love her, but you can't understand a word she says. She's Arsalinda Caban, and she's hitting the streets of Orlando last night to see what might be the answer to all your night owls' needs. I want justice back, but let's take it away, Arsalinda.
It's not only a city, but it is a world that comes to life at night with fun attractions and fun places to hit, whether you're a teenager, a couple, a tourist, or looking for something to do with your family. At downtown Orlando, teenagers love to enjoy the night dancing to the beat at clubs like Ignition, Sin, Vane, and Roxy. If you want to know more about the amazing events going on throughout the week at downtown Orlando, make sure to check out www.ednworldwide.com. You won't be let down. Students and teens can also enjoy a night at the Knight's Library or Universal's City Walk. For those adults, the night has to offer the Dream Hookah Bar and the Luminescent Hookah Lounge. At Winter Park Village, you will find a variety of stores where you can go shopping with the family, and a beautiful park where couples can take a walk and make wishes in the fountain. Orlando is such a beautiful city, even the crickets sing all the night. You can also go to the movie theaters like Regal and Winter Park Village, or you can go to the bowling alley in Aloma and play some games with your friends, your family, even co-workers. There's so many things you can do. Last but not least is the magical place of Walt Disney World, where millions of tourists from across the world come together to share their dreams.
Well, I didn't understand a word they said, but they looked like they had a good time. And isn't that what girls want to do, Jake? Always just have a good time.
Sounds about right.
Speaking of having a good time, I had a great time with you today, Jake.
It was interesting, very interesting.
Let me tell you, audience members, that I've been friends with Jake Martin here for a while now, and he asked me to be the host on his show. Well, let me tell you, I instantly said no unless this show is going to be fabulous. Well, I'm here, and it is. Well, let me just tell you that Jake Martin is single and ready to mingle. While we were talking today in the community showers this morning, you know, at the studio here, let me tell you, Jake Martin is ready. He's ready, ladies. All right. What did you think about the show today, Jake?
Until now, I thought it was really going good.
I thought so, too.
Now, what did you think of that NBA draft segment that I was the producer of?
A draft? Are we going into war?
No, big, tall basketball players are being drafted to NBA teams.
I thought we were going to war with that gun you have up against my back, Jake. Now tell me more about these basketball players. What are they doing? What are they up to? What is their thing?
They put a ball through a hoop.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound too bad. I'd watch that. You said they're tall, right?
Yeah, yeah, they're very tall.
All right. Well, that was our show today. We've got guns, drafts, and moon boots. I'm Ryan Keller.
And I'm Jake Martin, telling you to have a great day, Orlando.
A fabulous day, Orlando.